It's pretty palpable, it's pretty evident. You are somebody who always has had a reformist angle, which is of course definitely needed in times of being surrounded by two enemies at our borders. But obviously, there is a pivot here. There is a Rubicon moment that India can gloat about.
I must caution the nation against such an exuberance. That Rubicon has not yet happened. Let that sink in. Pakistan is too inferior an enemy for you to celebrate so much. Why I am saying this is this victory against Pakistan should not lull us into a kind of complacency of sorts. I'll give you a small example. The S-400 did not deliver the same level of efficiency in the Russia-Ukraine conflict as has it demonstrated here. We are going gaga over it. Reason being, there are very advanced EW systems, both of Israeli origin as well as some NATO origins, which were employed in Ukraine. Pakistan didn't have that level of capability. One was their obsession with India drove them to a point of such irrationality that they didn't know how to fight a war. They were all over the place. They thought that they will throw this and that, and they will pump in volumes. That's not the way that you fight a war. They literally gave 500 odd drones, half of which I am given to understand didn't even have a payload. In the aim to draw the signatures of the Indian systems, they pumped in a kind of a saturation strike, which I believed was not right. Even after failing it, they kind of repeated it because simply they didn't have a choice. Their missiles were not able to penetrate our air defense systems. See, intelligence gathering is all about this. You have to assess what is enemy's capabilities and then build your offensive capability based on that. I think Pakistan has been found wanting on that front because they have not understood what India's capability is. India over the last 5-7 years have built an extensive air defense capability, which is at best in the world. Pakistan, unfortunately, have not got that reading right. Otherwise, they wouldn't have entered into this war and committed this harakiri of sorts, and knowing fully well that what are the kind of weapon systems that are there in the Indian arsenal, and they were not, they have not tested their defense against that kind of a technical capability. Today, most of these things could be simulated, and they have a very good friend in China who could have done this for them, because ultimately what they do for Pakistan will come in handy for them. So if I have to tell you, for us, the real exams are against powers like China, the Americans, and there are hidden Western powers. You never know, in what form they will come when. So in war, there is always the saying, you never take anyone for granted, or you never take any position for granted. It is nice that they are friends, but it is always good to be prepared. India needs to understand that, number one. Number two, what I want to tell is, see, you are already at the verge of becoming the third largest power in the world. You need to understand this, that nobody is going to fight your war. You need to stand on your own leg. America doesn't want you there anywhere near.
Okay.
So it will use Pakistan
so
as
just
a
hold on. Just hold on. I have to stop you there. Well, at this point in time, I am joined by